The family feud involving David and Victoria Beckham's eldest son, Brooklyn, is drawing global attention, but People magazine says it is unlikely to damage the Beckham brand. In a post on Instagram, Brooklyn accused his parents of placing what he called countless lies in the media to protect the image of a perfect family, claiming that business interests always came first. People magazine says the story is resonating strongly with readers in the United States.
This is kind of a big deal. Not necessarily because people really know who Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz are in the States. You know, they're not like the biggest household names. They certainly know David Beckham, and they certainly know, Victoria Beckham. And I think the bigger deal for the American audience is that there's such a horrible rift between mother and father and son and daughter-in-law. And that's just really like tugging at our readers' heartstrings. I think they're, saddened by it. I think they also are shocked that this is happening, and not that they're being mocked necessarily, but it's also like, come on guys, what are you fighting over? It all seems sort of petty. So I think a lot of people are reading this and just being like, really, is this the worst thing happening right now? Take a look around.
The Beckhams remain one of Britain's most famous families, with David a former football star and Victoria a fashion designer and former Spice Girl. Their public image and influence have been built over decades, from football success to global celebrity. David Beckham cemented his status in Britain's establishment last year when he was awarded a knighthood for his contribution to sport and charity. Victoria Beckham has also built a major business empire through her fashion label. Senior reporter Gillian Telling said the bigger issue for American audiences is not Brooklyn or Nicola themselves, but the scale of the rift between parents and son.
They are huge in the UK. They're like royalty almost, Posh and Beck's Buckingham Palace. And in the States, David is more of a soccer legend, and Victoria was known as one of the Spice Girls. Are they a glamorous, beautiful couple that we see at, events all the time? Sure. Are they George and Amal Clooney? No. But they're obviously very, very well known. The kids are a different matter in the States. The kids are well known in the UK. In America, not so much.
Brooklyn and his wife Nicola Peltz have continued to appear together at high-profile public events. They now live in Beverly Hills, California, and are building their own careers.
Yeah, they live in Beverly Hills, and they go back and forth to Palm Beach, where she's from and where her family is from, where she was raised. And she's an actress, and she's getting more and more work. And I think it's probably annoying to her that this sort of drama, this family drama is, clouding her actual career, but it doesn't seem to be hurting it that badly. Brooklyn right now, he's got his hot sauce. I think he's figuring out sort of next steps, what he wants to do. He's done some modeling, he's done some photography stuff. Who knows where he'll sort of find his footing. Maybe it's in philanthropy. She has a dog rescue, and giving back is always a great way to sort of heal your soul and to find your purpose, right?
David Beckham, attending the World Economic Forum in Davos this week, declined to comment on the allegations. Victoria Beckham remains active in the fashion world, appearing regularly at major international shows. Her fashion brand continues to attract global attention. People magazine says the dispute is unlikely to harm the Beckham business empire, but will hurt the family on a personal level.
Brand Beckham is not so much of a big deal, I don't think, in the US. I don't think it's going to hurt their brand. I don't think it's going to hurt Victoria's, design business. I don't think it's going to hurt, Miami, or Inter Miami, or whatever that David's got going on. I really don't think it's going to hurt the brand at all. I think what it's just going to do is hurt them personally. It's, painful. I have 2 kids, and if my kids ever denounced me and said things about me in the press, it'd be very, very hurtful. And, obviously, Brooklyn feels very hurt by them. So it's something that I think is just more of a personal matter.
The tensions have been visible even at public family events in recent years. Relations between Nicola Peltz and Victoria Beckham have also been closely watched by fans and the media. Public opinion is divided, with some sympathizing with Brooklyn and others questioning his decision to speak out. The rift has been compared to the breakdown in relations between Prince Harry and the royal family, another famous example of private conflict playing out in public.
Some people feel bad for Brooklyn. Obviously, he didn't ask to be born into what was really really a big media frenzy, right? David and Victoria had paparazzi really on them, Lady Diana, Princess Diana level. And at the same time, he was also raised with a big fat silver spoon in his mouth. So I think a lot of people are like, well, you had everything, so what is there to complain about? We weren't there. We don't know the full ins and outs of what it was like in their household. But yeah, I think people are sort of like split 50-50 on whether they're sort of feel bad for Brooklyn or kind of think he's being a bit whiny.